Hello, I'm SlashMVC, and I'm back with another Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead tutorial. As you can see by the time over there on the right side of the screen where it says 7:33 p.m., night has arrived, and therefore it's time for us to sleep. We've got a few different ways that we can sleep, ranging from the most primitive to the makeshift, because there's no bed here. So I'm going to show you the most primitive way to sleep. We've got various blankets and stuff here that we have access to. And if I really didn't have a bed and I really needed somewhere to sleep, I could drag those things over here. I have decided that I'm going to sleep in this bathroom. Simply because it has a separate closed door. And I feel relatively safe even if a portal storm blows through here. And there's weird transdimensional creatures walking around. That I'll at least, probably be safe behind this door. Later we'll get rid of the sink and the toilet here. But for now, we just want to crash, get a little rest, right? I've been in a situation before where I had no blankets, I had no pillows, I had no bed, I didn't even have a chair to sleep on. You'll wind up in that situation sometimes, trapped in a, wherever, some god-awful place. The thing to do, if you're in that situation, in my opinion, is to take everything off. That's capital T for you newbies out there. Capital T, I just took everything off. And where did everything go? It seems like I'm still carrying stuff. Oh, I'm wielding my golf bag. Okay, great. That's fine. Then let's drop all of the clothing items on the floor like so. Alright, and I can sleep there. It's not great. I might be, uncomfortable or chilly in some way. But that is one way that you can sleep. And to me, I tell you what, we could try it out, I guess. The sleep key we have yet to learn. And that is to hit Shift 4, which is the so-called $sign. If I hit Shift 4, in latest experimental, I got a nice little I am GUI pop-up here. Do you want to sleep? Yes. Alright, you toss and turn. You could use some company. You have trouble sleeping. Okay, fine. But eventually, if we say, continue trying to fall asleep and don't ask again, eventually we will go to sleep. And it's not going to be the best rest, but it's better than the floor. I'm going to put all my clothes back on. We're not in that desperate of a situation yet. Uh-oh, what am I hearing? Oh, I'm hearing my own footsteps. Okay. Alright, it's completely dark in here now. So we're going to have to work by flashlight. Let me make sure I've got one. Yeah, I do. So the other option that I've got that I'm going to use now is to, well, we could also sleep in a chair, so I'll let you know. Sleeping in a chair or on a couch or something like that. Something like this. We can't even actually see this chair. It's so dark. It's pitch black out right now. So beware of that. But you can sleep in a chair. I don't know if some chairs are more comfortable than others. I think that's possible. Because they've got larger sized chairs and they've got plush couches and all this kind of thing in the world. And so another option that I would have if I wanted to would be to grab one of these chairs and drag it to my designated sleeping area and just sleep in a chair. And that's fine too. You're going to get through the night. Now, I was looking at a building recipe. I'm going to hit Shift 8. That's the asterisk. And I'm going to search for bed. We have several options for a bed. The makeshift bed is really easy to make with a few basic ingredients. Now, a tool with hammering of 2 or more. A makeshift hammer can give you that much hammering. 4 planks, the 6 nails, and the blanket, quilt, or sheets. Okay, you can get all of those ingredients from deconstructing the environment. We got our planks by deconstructing some desks earlier in the day. We also got some nails that way. And then the sheets, which we have 63 of those, I got from tearing down curtains. So there you go. We can make a makeshift bed from a deconstructed desk and some curtains that we've torn down. Alright. So there you go, and all we really needed for all of that was some screwdriving and hammering, I think, for the deconstruction, and a little hammering for the bed. So it's really not that difficult to do. So what I'm going to do is get a couple of sheets from here. Let's grab, see if I can see the sheets. Huh, the sheets are not in that location, huh? How did the sheets wind up? They must be a different category. Yep, they are. They're the other category. Okay. I'm going to hit the number 2 and the right arrow to grab 2 sheets. And then we need planks and nails. Which planks and nails? I'm going to hit capital Y and look at where we're keeping. I think those are spare parts. Let me look up here. Yep. So we need assorted nails. I'm going to grab, like, I forget how many it said. I'll just type 40, right arrow, and grab some nails. And then we needed a certain number of planks. I think it was like 4 planks or something. And I want to see if planks went over here. Yeah, here they are. I'll just grab 5 of these planks. Looks like we were able to carry everything. Now, I think I have everything that I need. I'm going to go over here and look into building this makeshift bed. First, I have to turn on my flashlight, so I'll hit A for apply, turn the flashlight on, open my building menu with Shift 8, that's asterisk, hit / to search for bed. Okay, I lack the tool with hammering. Okay. So then, you know how I like to do this. We'll just wield the toolbox. Carry it over there. We can actually, if we need our hands to be free, just drop the toolbox right here, because as long as it's nearby, it's valid. So Shift 8 to go to the build menu, /, type the word bed. We can build a makeshift bed. We have everything that we need. I'm going to hit enter on that, and it says, where do you want to put your makeshift bed? Now, I think that the bed is going to be a 2-tile construction. So I'm going to start my construction to the south here. And hopefully my flashlight holds out. Okay, you finished making a makeshift bed. Now, this is an improvised mattress on a flimsy wooden frame, almost as good as a normal bed, although with a slightly lumpy mattress. Considering the circumstances, it's not too bad at all. Now, I'm used to seeing beds be 2 tiles, so this 1-tile bed may work. I'm going to stick with that and just see. And we ought to be able to grab the bed also with capital G. Yep, you grab it. It feels really heavy. I can push it in the corner probably. Yeah, I can. And then release the bed with capital G again. I want to push it into the corner. I'm going to have to unload the water from this toilet before I smash it, or I'll have spilled water in here. Well, I'm going to try to sleep on a 1-tile bed. I don't know how that'll work, but it might. I'm going to grab me a couple of other things. Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. We'll check to see if you have a blanket. And if you don't have a blanket, you might get cold. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this down-filled blanket. And, oh, and look here. We've got a quilt also, which that seems like a nice thing to have. And then, of course, we want a sheet under the blanket. Now we're just role-playing. That's fine. These 2 blankets will be plenty. Although I think I want a pillow. So I was thinking about a pillow here. What if I open my crafting menu with Shift 7 and I search for pillow? Okay, we've got a couple different options. Now the makeshift pillow looks pretty easy to make. Looks like we would need... actually, we don't have the piles of straw or the withered plants at all. How about the pillow itself? You need 8 cotton balls, 4 cotton patches, and some thread and a tool with sewing of 1 or more. Okay, I think we can pull that off. So you may say, well, I don't have any cotton patches, you know. Where do I loot cotton patches? Well, you're going to come to rely very heavily on the disassembly menu, probably. I want to come over here. Let's grab our toolbox. That menu doesn't work the same as it did before. Okay. There we go. We have our toolbox. So we need a tool with sewing of 1 or more. Let's open our crafting menu with Shift 7. and I'm going to search for that tool quality. This is a very handy feature. When I hit / to search, this menu tells me that I can look at the quality of the resulting item by hitting Q:, and then let's say I want to have sewing. There we go. Looks like we can craft a wooden needle out of a piece of splintered wood. All it requires is our pocket knife, basically, a tool with cutting of 2 or more. It's a fabrication 1 skill. It's very easy to do. So there you go, we have a wooden needle. Let's see how that flashlight's holding up. We might get this done before it runs out of energy. I waited a little too long to do this. So now we have a tool with sewing of 1 or more. The other thing that we were going to need, according to that recipe, was cotton patches, which I'm going to open my disassembly menu. This is Shift 9 or left parenthesis. One of these is going to give us cotton patches. I have no doubt. Okay, some of these give cotton sheets. Here's one that gives... Oh, we have a pillow! We have a down-filled pillow. Okay, well that's great. I didn't notice that when we were doing this before. Well, let's go ahead and haul the pillow over there, but we'll craft one because we started the project. Is the pillow in this location? No, it's not. What kind of a thing is a pillow? Oh, we've got a teddy bear too. I think we should take that to the bed with us. Here it is. It's an other category. A down-filled pillow, which is in a pillowcase. So I'm just going to grab the pillowcase, and then I'll give us the pillow also. All right, I'm going to go prepare this bed. Let's go drop. This is capital D and the direction key. And we'll drop the teddy bear and the pillowcase containing the pillow, which will drop the pillow over there also, and the quilt and the down-filled blanket onto the bed. Now we're almost ready for bed. But I hate to stop working on something that I had started, not finish it. So let's look at what we can do about crafting a pillow, just in case you didn't have one. Here you go. We've got a towel. We can disassemble that for the cotton patches that we need. Let's put that down and start working. We'll ignore the slime for now. All right, let's check by hitting Shift 7, open our crafting menu, and search for pillow again, and see how close we are to being able to make a pillow. It says now that we lack the thread. So we're 7 threads short. Once again, we can get thread by disassembling things. Now, I think that disassembling the socks that I'm wearing, although is something I can do, I'm not going to do. And here's a good reason for you to collect socks, by the way. If you see a pair of socks and wonder how many socks does one man need, actually, each pair represents thread for you. But I think we can disassemble a string and get thread also. So let's look at where we've got our string. Here we go. We've got long strings. Now these can be disassembled to make short strings. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, great. Now when we go to disassemble our short strings, each one will give thread. So now we've got 50 thread just from disassembling our strings. Now let's open our crafting menu and search pillow again. Looks like we can craft a pillow. Now this is a tailoring 0 skill. You need your pocket knife, and you need a pair of scissors. I would say that's the fabric cutting quality. And you need a tool with sewing of 1 or more, and we crafted that sewing tool. We could probably craft the other tools as well, but we didn't need to. So I'm just going to craft this pillow. Okay. Now, here's one reason I like to take the do-it-yourself approach to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Instead of immediately thinking about where I can loot a pillow, I like to craft the pillow, because if we look over here, it says, your theoretical understanding of tailoring has increased to 1. So piddling around on some of these necessities, now where's our pillow? Is it right here? Is going to increase our skills as we go. I'm going to drop our additional pillow over here, because I don't know about you, but I sleep with 2 pillows. Now, here's the thing about where we're sitting here and crafting, and we're dropping crafting ingredients all over the place. Looks like I was in here earlier dropping stuff all over the place, and here we've dropped stuff all over the place. But remember, if I hit capital Y, this is a sorting zone. So I can actually just hit O, that's capital O, and sort out my loot static zones only. And most of this stuff is going to go where it belongs. I'm going to turn off the flashlight by hitting A to apply it again. Close the door. And hit Shift 4 to sleep. Don't set an alarm. Continue falling asleep and don't ask again. Now, if you'll just toss and turn for a little while, eventually you're going to fall asleep, and it says you're using your pile of clothes as warmth. What about the blanket? Why are we using the pile of clothes? That may be an error message. I don't know. But anyway, that's it. That's my tutorial on going to sleep. I hope you got something out of it. I'll see you in the next one.